In the most holy name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the one God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom we are forever grateful for raising from among us the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, his risen Christ. And we are thankful to both of them for leaving with us a divine reminder in the personage of Minister Louis Farrakhan. I greet the world in the nation greeting of peace and love. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Laurence T. Nkatha. I am the founder and CEO of the I Am Youth Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to giving our children positive alternatives to street and drug activity. Today I am going to explain the I Am program for our youth. First, I need to give you a little background on who I am and my qualifications. I am a reformed street player and hustler. The last job I had was in the year 1968 at the Ford Motor Company in Detroit. When I played the streets of Detroit and Las Vegas. And I guess my name is still ringing in Detroit. I had a student 2 years ago who called his people in Detroit to ask them if they knew anything about me. And I guess the report was good. I didn't have any more problems out of that student. Pictured here is me with my mother. She was visiting me while I was doing federal time at the Miley, Michigan Federal Correctional Institution from 1971 to 1973. I was known on the yard as the chairman, short for chairman of the board. I was doing a 10-year sentence for the crime of bank robbery. I did my state time for bank robbery in the Nevada prison system from 1981 to January 8th of 1988. I was known as Mr. T. Upon my release, I founded a nonprofit organization called Streetwise Alive in Las Vegas that had over 7,000 youth members. I'm the proud father of 5 children who are all grown now and all doing well. And for the last 40 years, I've had no involvement in crime whatsoever at all. You might ask the question, well, what have you been doing for the past 40 years? For the past 40 years, I've been a professional singer, singing in the city of Las Vegas. I turned pro at the age of 9 years old. We had a group called the 4 Pros, pictured here. That's me on the top. We were the only children in Motown along with Stevie Wonder. When Stevie sang the line, sneaking out the back door to hang out with those hoodlum friends of mine. I guess I qualify as one of them hoodlums. Ask him about the 4 Pros. If you want to see me do something live, click on the bar where it says Drew Carey HBO special. You can see what I do, or just type in Drew Carey and Laurence T and see what pops up. My career as a singer in Vegas was very lucrative, and I appreciate all that hired me and gave me a helping hand. On behalf of all the ex-street players to the present generation, we apologize for not pulling your coat. Pulling your coat is an old term that means giving you good advice. Our children are angry because they have no inheritance, not even true street game. Back in the day, as we say, street had apprenticeship programs. If you wanted to get into the street, you had to get under somebody who was in the game already. Street Crime College consisted of con men, pickpockets, pimps, breaking and entering, that's B&E artists, prostitutes, boosters, fences, people who buy stolen goods, dope men, numbers men, hit men and hit women. You could find one that wanted to teach you the game, they would take you up under their wing and pull your coat to the ins and outs of it. In the pimp game, the lowest pimp on the totem pole is called a gorilla pimp because he beats his woman and intimidates them to get out in the street and do what they do. Now the whole game has gone to the gorilla game. The order of the day is might makes right. If I got the guys and the guns, we take over the corners and we run things. That's the guerrilla game. Ain't no skill to that. It's time to move on past that crime life. There's an old street saying that says, don't hate the player, hate the game. Well, we love the player. You young brothers and sisters, I see you out there in the street, holding your own. I love you. I used to be you. But we hate the game. Love is not shown by what you say, but by what you do. And I've dedicated over 40 years to this mission of giving you some options out of the street. Street game is the dead game. Anybody can deal drugs. Drugs sell themselves. Junkie don't care who got the bag, as long as he can get it in the morning. There's no skill in drugs. It's time for some new game that anyone can play with love, seeking love. We are seeking 100,000 Encarta account managers all over the country to be supported by 1 million I Am mentors for $5 per month. At $5 a month, just about anybody can get involved. We must give our youth a piece of the pie. There's no age limit to being an I Am, as long as they can explain our program and have an adult partner to help them. Let's talk about the gangster life. Haven't you had enough killing over something that you don't even own? Trying to get that crime, dirty money, living in violence and danger every day. You're lucky if you go to prison, because the other alternative is death, playing that short-range game that has no love in it. Well, now you got an option, the I Am life, where you can earn some clean money, live in peace and love instead of violence and danger. Our goal is to own property, not just claim it, own it. That's a good life when you the boss, and you can play some long-range game, gain enough so you can pass it on to your children. That's true love. In the book, The Godfather, it has two profound statements. The book opens up and it says, behind every great fortune, there is a crime. In the Satan's world, that's the truth. In another part of the book, The Godfather tells Tom Hagen, you can get more money with a briefcase than with a gun. We offer you the briefcase to put down the gun. From 8-year-olds on up, you can make some money legally by picking up an I Am briefcase. Put the guns down. Registered I Ams, Encarta account managers. I Am mentors are local adults who put their money where their mouth is. $5 per month worth of love. Imagine you being in the community and you got 100 people in the community who back you with that kind of love. That's real power. I Ams, you build your own monthly 50-50 account as follows. If you have 10 mentors donating $5 per month, this amounts to $50 per month. You get half, $250 of the $5, which gives you a monthly budget of $25 per month. If you have 100 mentors at $250, that's $250 per month. If you have 1,000 mentors at $250, that's $2,500 per month. There's no limit on your mentorships. You can create your own cash flow as much as you can get to flow. The question has been asked, what happens with the I am end of the money? One thing that we do is we produce cultural arts classes that must produce a marketable product. For the local youth, we pay for the teachers to teach the class, we pay for the classroom space, and we pay for all the necessary supplies for the student to pass the class, which must produce a marketable product over a 10-week course. Example, let's take poetry class. Over 10 weeks, each of the 10 students in the class must write 5 original poems, producing 50 original poems, which we make into a book, and it becomes I Am Poetry Class Book number 1. The same formula works with singers, dancers, playwrights, artists, video production, audio recording, and a business class. We also partnership with our youth members in opening businesses. This is part of that own everything up under your feet. That's the goal. The I Am Creed. Word is bond and bond is life, and I will give my life before my word shall fail. When I got out of prison, the only thing I had was my word. And I made my word good, and my good word made me successful. Now, I ain't saying that somebody gonna take your life if you lose your word, but you destroy your own life by not keeping your word. Like if you gave me your word you were gonna make a meeting, but you didn't show. But what you didn't know is that I had 10 adults there who were willing to become your mentor, but you didn't show up. So you lost that part of your life, and it failed. I got a message to our street leaders on lockdown. There's another principle that says you can't get right doing wrong. God is not having it. Our youth do have an inheritance paid for with 400 years of hell. Their inheritance is called the kingdom of God, the hereafter, heaven on earth after the workings of Satan. Well, Satan's time is over, yet it's up to us to build heaven. So let's get to work on this I Am program. Let's get to work all over the country. You can start up an I Am chapter right where you are now. Information. I've written plenty of game in my day. You can read it in my book. But this I Am program is the best, most positive, life-changing plan I've ever devised. So the question is, who wants to join the I Am family? Become a mentor or become an I Am an account manager. It's time to build up your accounts. You can contact me by email or over our website, IamYouthFoundation.com. We on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all at I Am Youth Foundation. My email is iamthejam@yahoo.com. You can call us by phone, 773-870-9274. Send $20 for a copy of the book, An Inside Look at Drugs and Gangs in America, a textbook of the street. Today we have offered you an alternative to drugs and gangs activities, something to put our youth into that they can prosper from and create a cash flow that's legal and good for the community. We hope you will join us in this project and become a part of the I Am family. I thank you for your time And may God bless you. Peace.